terms of like putting yourself in danger, putting yourself out there, you started like a ridiculously young. How young were you when you started doing stunts?
Well, I used to do crazy things. Like I would, you know, my poor mother, I was, I don't know, 4 or 5 years old. I'd climb to the top of trees and kind of hang off as the wind is going. And then I remember years later I saw, you know, Evel Knievel, you know, jumping off the canyon. And so there was this very steep hill in one of the neighborhoods we were living in, and I kind of took boards from this neighborhood kind of, I don't know, construction site, you know, and lined up all these cans. And of course, my sisters at this time, I'd been to the hospital a few times, broken some bones, and they're like, no, don't do this. You know, you're gonna get in trouble. We don't want to take you to the hospital again. And so I said, no, it's gonna work, it's gonna work. I was about 8 years old at this point. And so I took my bike to the top of the hill. And I started halfway down. I realized when I got halfway down, it was one of those chains, you know, the pedals start going and it doesn't slow, so it was going really fast.
Yeah.
And I couldn't stop it. It was too late to bail. And I had my sister and her friends were down there and some kids around the neighborhood. So I was like, oh, this, you know, it's like halfway through it, you're going, maybe this wasn't such a good idea. And then you're approaching the thing, you're going, no, this really wasn't a good idea, but I'm committed. And I thought, I'm gonna go so far and so high. So I went up this beam thing and ended up, of course, the board split. The board split, and I ended up going
you were trying to do a jump.
Yeah, I was going to jump over. The board was like this and stacked up trash cans almost to like half a story.
Right.
And I went through it, and I ended up just pile driving through the trash cans. I mean, it was violent. I was laying on the other side. Of course,
amazing.
There's blood everywhere, and I'm just laying there. And I just never forget my sister standing over me. No sympathy. It's like, not like, oh my God, Tom. They just looked at me and said, we told you. You are in so much trouble right now. You know?